So as the season starts, Dutch is sort of separated from the rest of the group. Can you talk about what her journey is and how she's going to come back together with our team?
She's a complete mess. She's traumatized and she's obliterated all of her relationships that meant something to her. So she's just trying to find her place, and that seems to be at the bottom of the whiskey bottle that leads her back to someone else who enjoys drink, which is her. And just unlikely alliance between F and Dutch forms for this season. So we'll see where that goes.
Hi, my name is Richard Sammel.
What do you think about that?
Let's ask you a question.
What would you like to ask?
What went through your mind when you read the first episode for this season? What surprised you?
Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for surprises.
Is that what went through your mind when
yes.
you read it? Fasten my seatbelt.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, it's a metaphor, of course, but I knew that we would have 10 episodes and not 13, and I was told that this is because we want to go for quality and not quantity, and that's actually what really happened. And that quality is not only in terms of spending money, bigger sets or more impressive special effects. It's also in terms of the quality of the writing. So it's even though I'm tempted to be surprised by what I read. Now after the second season, we're pretty much into the show. We pretty much know our characters. We pretty much know where it's heading to, and we pretty much know our options where our characters can evolve. You know? And they just get us every fucking time. When you read a script, you discover things that what? That will happen to me. I didn't get that together with that. So there is always a surprising element that motivates you, because it's brilliant to combine elements that then in their togetherness create a new possibility you haven't seen yet. So I was right for fastening your seatbelts this time. You should have fastened yours. You're still alive. We should write them together.
Speaking of knowing your characters, was there like a defining moment where you maybe still been exploring and finding your character differently internally? Did you ever have like a moment where you felt, okay, now I know who my character is, what this piece you have?
I think with Dutch, she's always been set up as a very mercurial, spontaneous character. So I think if I ever really knew Dutch, that wouldn't be Dutch. I think every episode she surprises me, and that feeling of I don't know what's happening here is good for her, because that's exactly who she is. She's never quite grounded, even though she likes to make it like she is.
Well, it's exactly the opposite for me. He was supposed to be a very strong threat from the very beginning, without even looking threatening. He's a guy in a suit. He looks like a badly dressed banker, German banker, you know, not very nice looking. So, and I was focusing on specifically a kind of energy that would be threatening without scare you on a stupid level. So it was that, but that's actually the thing I was most interested in. That the guy who shows the threat becomes actually one of the most threatening elements in the whole show. You know, you hardly see him as a monster, and when he is a monster, you see him in his breakfast room, and he's actually really nice because there's nothing to fight for. He has his breakfast change, you know, and so I was working before we even started first season, a lot with Guillermo through Skype talks and a lot on the scripts to get an idea of how could I make him threatening without this load on my shoulders. Oh my God, I must be threatening. So, and the thing was to take away stuff, you know, like as I was saying, I know that you're listening to me, and I know that you actually hear what I'm saying because you follow me, because I can see it in your body language. And if you take that all away, you're just looking. And you do nothing. You do not I don't try to terrify you. I'm just looking and just try not to give any kind of body sign if I agree or I disagree. And then your partner becomes, so what is his next move? And you don't know. And that was a kind of key for me. So it was, in a certain way, really very constructed. And I felt that gave Eichhorst a big authority and a big force. And the threat, I saw that I threatened people by their reactions. I didn't want to threaten them. I just didn't want to react in any way so that my reaction could be read as a clear sign. If you don't give clear signs, it's very, very disturbing for your partner. That was one of those bases I was working on, and the other key, very important key, was Guillermo saying, you know, each character has one word that motivates him. That's a basic motor, and for you it's yes. Yes, what do I fucking do with yes. But then I find my hubris and my arrogance, and yes, I can do it. Yes, I'm right. Yes, I'm strong and you're weak. Yes, I can kill you now. And you know, it's very an arrogant egoism that comes out. You know, you combine it with what I've just said before, and then you have the outlines of a character you can go with. And the confidence of your colleagues and the writers and Carlton. In the first season, we pretty much worked our way into it. It's all very unstable, and you have to frame it more and more. And little by little, it came out. Yeah.
All right, that's all we have time for, guys.
Thanks.
Cheers.